Hi, this is Freya with another edition of How to Sing That Song. Today I want to show you how to sing Adele's Rolling in the Deep, so please stay tuned. Rolling in the Deep is a great song. It's full of energy, it's packed, and it's not easy because it does go quite high and it's full of energy the whole time, pretty much. It doesn't start low and it really doesn't change intensity too much. I mean, it just goes up in intensity, if anything, but it doesn't start at low intensity and it doesn't start low. So let's go ahead. I think the most challenging part here is really those fast moving notes. I'll show you what I mean.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see it crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out, and I'll lay you ship bare.
So you see, it's those. There's a fire, fire, and then again. Finally, So what you may want to do, because I think it's really important here to get them clean and not just approximately right, try to be conscious of what pitches you actually mean or which pitches you should sing here. Finally, I can. So do it slow and then slowly speed it up, because you do need to get them clean and clear. And the key to getting them clean and clear when you do speed them up is to really have solid support. When you're just kind of letting loose, it's not going to work. It's finally, it's going to blur. There's not going to be a line between the notes. You also don't want to go finally. You don't want to separate them by a ha. So very clean, clear, crisp. Do it slow. Speed it up. Have really good support. And that's probably, apart from those high notes later in the chorus, probably the hardest thing in the song right here. For most singers, probably.
Go ahead and sell me out, and I'll lay you ship bare. See how I leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark.
Okay, so that's the first part. I just wanted to kind of get through so you can get a feeling for the flow of things. So as you can see, I'm really way opening my throat up. I don't stay flat. I have tons of resonating space. I'm opening up my throat, and it's almost kind of like an onset of a yawning. It's not like finally. It's not flat. Finally. So very open when you look into my throat, which is maybe kind of gross, but it's like final. See this here? Not like this. Final. See, it makes a huge difference in the sound, how open you are in your throat. So that's something that's very, very important here. Otherwise, you're also not going to get this really meaty sound to where you can just really dig in there and have this core in your sound. You want to have it in there. Also, the phrasing, very important. Don't slur. Don't go like, see how I leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. So just be sharp. Finally, I can see it crystal clear. And also, you notice that when I'm on the top, I have a lot more vocal cord closure, and when I go to the bottom notes, I kind of relax a little bit. It helps my vocal cords really just kind of have a movement and to not get tired too fast, because we are not yet at the high point here. We're not at the highest pitch yet. We're going to get there, and that's going to be some long high pitches. It's going to be it's going to be a lot of work on your vocal cords, so you want to try to save the energy for later. Don't shoot at 100% yet. So here it's like, there's a fire starting in my heart. Heart is not the same as starting. starting in my heart. No, not, also not, starting in my heart. Don't dig in the bottom, but starting in my heart. Let a little bit loose on the bottom. You don't need to sing that loud there. It's about the voice color. Have kind of a serious voice color here. Don't get too nice and bright there. Starting in my heart. I'm kind of sinister here, dark a little bit, but I'm not loud. And I don't sing very intense here, but with a lot of intensity as far as support goes and like meaning behind it. Reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. Now comes the bridge. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. You notice the phrasing here is so important. It's not the scars of your love remind me of us. They keep, breathe. Go ahead and breathe. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. See, thinking that we almost had it all. It's kind of very rhythmic here. It's not staccato, but it's very rhythmic. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling. Make that feeling short. Ling, the second syllable here, short, because you're not going to have a lot of time to breathe here. Can't help feeling. Breathe. Deep breath. Make sure you stand up straight. Have good posture. And then here we go. We could have had it all, rolling in the deep. You had my heart inside of your hand, and you played it to the beat. Okay, so now let's take that apart a little bit here in the chorus. Now the all, so it does change pitches here on the ah. Ah is a very nice vowel to sing on. So make sure you relax your jaw, you open up, you have very good support, and make sure you place that vowel in a way that you have a feeling that you're not too tight and that you're not constricted. Sometimes a little change in vowel will totally alter the feeling or how easy it can be for you. Ah, so I'm a little too tight. I'm pulling my cheeks up, and then it's very hard, and I have to press more here. So make sure. Oh, make sure you're relaxed, rolling in the deep. Even the E. Stay relaxed. Don't go deep, deep. Now, what Adele does a lot of times, she breaks into falsetto or head voice on the top. Deep. So if you can, it's a good exercise actually to try to do that. Chest voice. So go into a falsetto here, like a kind of a breathy, heady voice, and then back just for that one pitch. Deep. Very hard, but control your break. It's a good exercise. You had my heart inside of your hand, and you played it to the beat. So, and pretty much that's all there is to the song. It repeats, and then the chorus comes again, and it's pretty much it. I mean, it doesn't have any other parts in that. So I'm not gonna go through the whole rest here, but the principles that I want you to take from here is to really save your vocal cords on songs that you know are so demanding on your vocal cords. You have to have those moments of where you're not on 100%. You gotta get that relaxation moment in there every once in a while. And also think of the voice color as a whole. Like this song is it's not like a song that expresses something that is so wonderful and beautiful. It's something very serious and kind of like, yeah, you destroyed it all. So it's kind of sinister and dark. So you do need to express that in your voice color from the beginning on. It's not, there's a fire. Don't try to sound too nice. Try to sound like,
There's a fire starting in my heart.
And here again about the bending the pitches. Okay, starting in my heart. So don't get too straight. Starting in my heart is like singing it in a choir, but you want to do a solo. So try to have those bending pitches every once in a while. Starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch. So I'm just slowing it down. It's not that much, but it just gives it flavor. And it's all about the overall voice color. For me, when I think about the character of the song, it's like, yeah, we could have had it all. You had to take it all away. You played it with a beat. Yeah. And so it kind of has this attitude. So it's all about attitude here. And of course, always, you can't sing songs like that without continuous support. Throughout the rests, throughout the breaks. Such an important principle. Watch my video about continuous support. Such an important principle. Especially for songs like these where there are breaks in between, but you want to keep that intensity up. So I hope this helped you singing this awesome Adele song, which is always a crowd pleaser. It's so high energy and it's awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Don't forget to tune back in on Thursday for a Q&A and Friday for a singing tip video. And I want to say it again, check out my podcast. If you have a smartphone, you can download your favorite podcasting app on there. You can either go directly through iTunes or Overcast, Stitcher Radio, all these things. And you can subscribe to my podcast and it will automatically download the newest episode onto your device, and you can listen to it with your headphones on, like when you're driving the car, when you are going for a run, doing housework or something like cleaning up. I always learn. I listen to podcasts all the time. I want to learn. I don't want to have like empty time. Like, yes, you need your time to have quiet, but you can learn so much on the go. There's so much time you would not believe how many hours a week I spend learning, listening to audiobooks, listening to podcasts, just by taking advantage of my device. I just have a smartphone and put those earplugs in and I'm good to go. Hours and hours of learning a week. So check that out. Freya's Singing Tips, the podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, don't forget, always keep on singing and always keep a song in your heart. Bye.